Here we go, guys. Another day. Garage is still destroyed from last night. So, just keep plugging away, working on the wastegate recirc tube, and I think I just decided to weld it. And just let it be solid. Everything will move around a little bit, but I think will be okay. We'll see. Time will tell. So we're just gonna, keep plugging away, weld that. Once that's welded, I will actually, pending a fit check, the manifold can get bolted on solid at that point. The turbo can kind of, go home essentially, find its happy spot, and that'll get, I need to clock the housing, that'll get bolted on done. Then I need to do, dump, I might do the mid-pipe. I think I'm going to end up doing a mid-pipe instead of like just the downpipe and then the entire exhaust after that, we'll see. But yeah, just going to plug away on exhaust stuff, intercooler pipe, and catch can. And other than that, just a couple little projects for everybody. But yeah, that's it. Let's get to work.
I feel like somebody's watching me.
So it's back purging now. I'll let it go for a minute or two, and I'll just start working my way around. I'll get as much as I absolutely can welded up with everything assembled because it's held. It shouldn't move too much, so it should just be happy there. So let's get this all welded up. If I'm lucky, all of it. If I'm not, I'll pull off and do a little bit off of it. But fingers crossed it doesn't move and it fits when we go to put it back on. It moved a tiny bit, but it's not bad. Just changed the clocking of the wastegate a tiny bit, and everything kind of fell back into place. So I'd say welding used stainless isn't the best thing, but I think it's going to work. It's free, which is the right price. So hopefully we don't have any issues with it, but she is all done. So essentially now I'm just going to put everything back in the engine bay, just to make sure everything still fits, nothing moved, and then I'll pull the downpipe and stuff out, pull the manifold, everything back off. I can put the gasket on, torque the manifold on. I can essentially just leave the turbo on. Kind of wish I would have put some anti-seize in the V-band because I'm tempted just to leave it. It's not like I need to put a gasket in, but always like to have some anti-seize in there, even though it's all stainless stuff. It just makes it nice and easy. If you ever have to remove it, everything kind of pops apart. So yeah, I think we'll get the manifold and all that stuff put in. Hopefully I can pull the downpipe out by itself. And then, yeah, I can put the brake master in. Probably be it for stainless works, or working on stainless. I'll probably start working on the intercooler hot pipe, a couple of little things like that. But so far, making good progress. Good news, still fits. So I can go ahead and I don't know if I want to pull the turbo off or not. It's really just to put some anti-seize into the V-band and stuff. So I don't really need it, but it would be nice to have in there. Also need to check and see the clocking on the heat shield for the turbine housing. But yeah, it's pretty much good. I think I might pull the manifold, get the gasket, put some use a Permatex like turbo seal or gasket, real high temp RTV. It's made for exhaust gaskets. Put a light coat on there, actually bolt it on for good, and then as I need it, I can turbo come on and off. I guess might as well pull it. I still need to put the drain on it and stuff. But yeah, she fits, so good news. Keep on trucking. We're gonna call that a full day. It's 7 hours in. Takes a long time, little detail stuff. It's just real tedious if you're trying to make it so you don't ever have to work on it over the summer. But we got the turbo's on, it's in place, the turn line's on, all my water lines are run, block to the wastegate to the turbo, back over to the inlet manifold port over there. So yeah, manifold's all done, wastegate's all done, turbo's all done. None of those are coming back off. Housing has to come off to get inlet welded to it. Downpipe, as you guys saw, is pretty much done. I'm still gonna paint it up with just some high temp paint and then header wrap it. And that'll go on, that'll be done. And then from there, the next biggest task is building an entire exhaust. So that'll take a long time to get fitted up, figure out how I want to do the hangers. I want it to be fairly rigid mounted. Yeah, I'm debating whether or not I want rubber hangers on it. Not that you want it completely solid, but I don't like it if it's just kind of swinging around, kind of loose under the car. So I'm thinking about these have some pivots on them. This is how they were mounted. These came off a GRC car. So these pivots obviously were bolted to the car, and I feel like they should swing, but this one's bound up. I know some of the other ones are loose on the car, but like there's one for that section, there was one there for that section. They use a lot of slip joints. You can see these little pieces welded on, either bolts for hangers or possibly springs for slip joint stuff. But that's a whole nother deal. That'll take at least the rest of this week, maybe a little bit of next week. But for now, I'm just going to finish up today, weld this inlet onto a turbo for my buddy, put a tag on this catch can that he bought from me. I never really intended on selling it, but since he bought it, I kind of want to put a tag on it. I still got to do a fit check on the little catch can. No, not a fit check, but place it and then weld some tabs to it. So this will go right up in there. So maybe for tomorrow I'll do the catch can and the hot side intercooler pipe. That'll take, you know, a few hours, and then I still have to do some adulting. I need to go to the grocery store, laundry, all that good stuff for the work week. But for now, I'll probably just, in closing, just have a couple shots of me welding up the inlet on that turbo. So, until the next video, see you guys later.